What's up, everybody? We back with another lit video, and today we doing a wave haircut. So I just wanted to kind of show y'all and teach y'all how to do waves if you're new to cutting hair, or if you're trying to learn, or whatever the case is, or if you're just in the middle of not really knowing how to cut waves. I'm gonna try to teach y'all today. So hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let's get to it, man. But to start off the haircut with waves, you always want to follow the pattern. So as you see here, I'm going with the grain with the 1.5 blade on my 76ers, and this is the detachable blade. It comes on and off. You can switch the blade, and yeah. So right now I'm just going with the grain, following the pattern. And before you even start the haircut, anybody with waves, whatever the case is, you always want to comb it like I was doing at first, you know, to kind of see the patterns, so you can kind of get used to it before you put the clippers in the head. Because that's how I kind of know somebody pattern before I even start cutting it, because the combing part, the consultation part, you know, just combing through it, finding his pattern, asking him, you know, how do you like your crown, you know what I mean, and all this extra stuff. But he just wanted a solid 1.5 all the way around the head, even on the crown area. So that's what I gave him. And right now I'm just following that his pattern right now, just making sure we're taking our time, not rushing it, you know, going with the grain, not against it. You don't want to go against a pattern that's going one way, so always remember that. And yeah, man, we giving them a little low taper too, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so we already started the back taper, because I did the ball line. The camera wasn't on, but yeah, after the ball line, since we're doing a low taper, we're going to do lever open now, as you see now. And we're just taking that up about a full inch, kind of getting it to that one desired length that I wanted, so I can make it easier for me to blend. And now we're just doing lever close. I switched clippers for my lever close, even though they're the same clipper, because the black Bablis is closer. I got them close, like more zero gap, so it takes out that bottom line easier than these ones that I'm using right now. And right now I'm just starting my blend. I do everything with the clipper, and my comb is my form of guard. I don't use plastic guards or any type of form of guards when I blend, only when I'm cutting hair down or whatever the case is. But yeah, we going straight at it. We flicking, finding this blend, trying to debulk much as possible, really just trying to attack them dark spots, as you can see, and trying to stay like low, because you don't want to get into his waves. Like when you cutting waves, I always learned this, like growing up, just watching, you know, a lot of YouTubers and just people in general teaching me how to cut waves, teaching myself how to cut waves. Don't never dig into their waves. Like, try to keep the taper at least below that last wave, you know. I mean, you might have to, I mean, the blend might go a little bit above it, but don't make it so deep where it's like messing up their wave pattern. So just kind of make the taper make sense with the pattern of their hair, so the waves could just pop, you know, and just save as much as possible, but still do your thing on the haircut. And I do the same exact steps on each side of my taper, fade, whatever I'm doing. As you can see here, I'm flicking, starting that blend, making that blend come together. And this is the most important thing too, to graze over the waves, because, you know, it get all that extra like scraggly hair that's on top. It just makes the waves pop way more, make your haircut look way more uniform if you just surf over the waves. I call it surfing over the waves. I don't know, but you gotta develop a steady hand. You know, don't dig when you grazing over waves. Just kind of just take your time and just follow the pattern, but just lift up, have a light hand. You know, don't have a heavy hand on this particular part. And if you want to start off doing this, actually start off with the lever all the way open, because that kind of give you a little bit more playroom to, you know, dig a little more if you're a little heavy handed, but it kind of still had like the same concept. But yeah, now we're starting the lineup, and the lineup is pretty much like right there, so I'm not really digging, you know, I'm just kind of tapping and going, because he's one of my clients where he worried about preserving his lineup more than really pushing it back and getting it crispy is, you know, in the world, you know. So he just more of just kind of just make my haircut uniform, still crispy, but, you know, don't do too much with it. So that's why I like to prep his haircut like how I just did, so it's way easier for me to actually do his lineup and stuff like that. hit that like button, man. Let's get this video, this haircut video, push it to the algorithm. The more you like it, the more you interact with it, the more it help me through YouTube, help me show my artwork to y'all. So let's get to it, man. Don't be scared to hit that like button. I see you watching this video and you in tune and you not liking the video. Just push it, bro. You feel me? Oh, and subscribe. Turn on your post notification because you got to stay tuned every time I post. Let's get to it. But we just heading on to them little handlebars, C-cuts right now. And you see how organic and crispy it looks with that taper. It just makes sense. You know, I didn't go up too high on the taper. Really kept it low, you know, kind of mid but low, you know, and making sure I'm really hitting that lineup. I'm not scared to really hit it. You know, you got to hit it. Don't push it back, but you got to attack that lineup. Take control of the haircut. That's crispy. That's crispy. You see how that taper just developed into them waves? But yeah, man, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. This is the end of the video. I messed up, but this video is also on my IG, so stay tuned.